Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the third of our five-part webinar series, The Secrets to Black Friday Success. All week long, we'll be joined by partners from all across the Shopify Plus partner ecosystem, getting top-notch information from companies like Dotmailer, Nosto, Stitch Labs, BVSL, N-Channel, and Smile.io to discuss how to prepare for the best possible Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and beyond. My name is Tommy Walker. I'm one of the content marketing leads here at Shopify Plus, and I'll be your host throughout the week. As your host, I'm obligated to remind you that there will be a replay going out after the webinar, and there will be a live Q&A at the end of each session. So if you have any questions, please be sure to attend live, and we'll make sure we answer them on the air. Now that we have all of that out of the way, please allow me to introduce our third presenter of the week, Mariel Bacci of BVSL. In case you are unfamiliar with BVSL, BVSL is the largest full-service Shopify Plus agency in the world. They offer services that help brands optimize their digital customer acquisition strategies by managing multi-channel campaigns and optimizing on-site user experience. They take a psychology-driven approach to researching markets, developing strategies, and measuring marketing and advertising effectiveness. Mariel, thank you so much for coming on today. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself, and we'll jump right into the presentation.
Sure. Thank you so much for the warm introduction, Tommy, and thank you everyone who is attending our webinar today. I'm Mariel Bacci, and I am the lead optimization specialist here at Brand Value Accelerator. The only thing that I love close to as much as a good dose of this holiday cheer we're talking about is finding ways to make our clients more profit through creating delightful experiences for their customers. Here at BVA, we focus on services that optimize acquisition, conversion, and retention. And our primary focus is creating revenue for our clients using data-driven insights and executing flawlessly designed and developed user journeys.
Awesome. Thank you so much for again for coming on. If we can get your screen up into presentation mode, we can jump right into the webinar.
Great. Sorry for the technical difficulties there. Today we are going to cover some holiday e-commerce tactics with a proven track record for success. We're also going to share some tips we have learned by helping hundreds of our clients make it through the holiday season successfully in years past. It might seem like we're jumping the gun a little bit talking about the holidays, but according to the National Research Federation, 40% of customers begin researching their holiday shopping as early as October, so that's just around the corner. If you're start your work in September, you might be just in time to get some of those early shoppers. So if you take care to start planning the strategies I introduced here early, you can look forward to a profitable, low-stress holiday season. And after all, that's what this holiday cheer is all about. First, we're going to talk a little bit about gift guides, which can essentially be built as specialty landing pages to help your guests identify products as gifts. Why should you build a gift guide? Well, 84% of consumers state that gift giving causes stress. But luckily for us, when shopping gets tough, people shop online. 43% of people plan to purchase more than half of their gifts online this holiday season. So how do we help our customers alleviate some of the holiday stress? We can help them make decisions by curating gift guides. For example, a full 59% of spouses report finding a gift for their significant other as extremely important, but 1 in 4 reports that they have zero confidence when it comes to selecting the right gift. So after you understand that statistic, you can imagine how a great gift for your husband gift guide could boost your conversions this holiday season. But don't just choose your favorite products to include in your holiday gift guide. Use data to target products that are either currently popular or were popular last holiday season. Generate reports on the top sellers in various categories and trying to find items that would make good presents. Furthermore, it's important to get a good mix of products in your gift guide to appeal to a broad range of consumers. You probably don't have only one type of customer, and your holiday gift guide should reflect that. Look back to your buyer personas and make sure your gift guide reflects the variety inherent to them. You'll also want to make sure you create an immersive experience. According to a Baymard usability report from January this year, users will expect thematic collections when viewing a website in general, and the holidays are a great way to guide browsing guests towards purchase. When creating your holiday gift guide, it is best to curate an experience that submerges the reader in your content. Try segmenting your gift guide into different gift collections by age or gender, if applicable, or by price point. Your guests will be drawn into your selection of items targeted exactly for the people on their gift list. Once your data-backed gift guides are created, you'll want to promote them. A great place to do this is within your social media accounts. You can even go one step further by creating a variety of simple holiday gift boards on Pinterest to augment your existing gift guide, if your customers are Pinterest users. You can create a specific board for the customer or buyer persona you're trying to target, such as coffee lover or foodies. Once you create your gift guide, you can look forward to additional holiday profit. Last year, clients who used gift guides averaged a 3.17% lift in revenue from gift guide sales alone. That equated to hundreds of thousands in additional revenue for some. Next, we're going to talk a little bit about how pressure can make people more likely to purchase. Urgency is one of the core psychological levers marketers use to make more sales, and countdown timers accentuate urgency. They almost make a game of it by dramatizing how little time is left to act. We can warn guests that they need to order within the next 24 hours to get their gift before December 24th, but that's not nearly as effective as a countdown timer ticking away like a time bomb. So how can we use this lever to increase profitability this holiday? Adding a countdown timer that indicates when a holiday sale will end or when guests need to order to get their gift in time for Christmas is shown to increase conversions on e-commerce sites by between 5% and 8%. You can also leverage these holiday countdown timers within your emails. A study from Seligen and lynda.com proved a 33% increase in click-through rate and 10% increase in conversion rate by adding a countdown clock to email campaigns. A more creative use for a countdown timer this holiday may be to use them to increase your email sign-up rates. Since you will likely have a large influx of traffic at this time, you can use the timer to create an environment where you are more likely to collect emails so that you can continue to market your products throughout the year. Imagine if your email capture said, "Sign up for our newsletter within the next 5 minutes for 10% off," and included a countdown timer versus a normal 10% off email capture that is available to anyone at any time during their buying process. So aside from helping you increase your profits this holiday, these countdown timers are actually very helpful to your guests. They provide information about important dates they need to be aware of around the holidays. You can be especially helpful with these timers if you count down to when your Black Friday sale will start. Our third tip today is to use holiday packaging to effectively merchandise your products and increase average order value. There's a large body of research that shows that holiday packaging will be a profitable endeavor. A full 59% of shoppers under 45 prioritize sleek and chic packaging as the #1 selling point for products. And since over 75% of shoppers will recommend products like this to their friends and followers on social media, you will want your packaging to be social ready during the holiday season. The most profitable benefit of gift packaging is your added ability to effectively merchandise your products. You can increase your average order value by creating gift packages with multiple products. This is a tried and true method, as you have probably experienced yourself when you visit a department store to buy cologne or perfume over the holidays. You always have the choice to just buy your scent, but there is usually an irresistibly packaged gift box that also includes a few other products at a discount to you. As a company, you spend additional advertising dollars to get guests to visit your e-commerce store over the holidays, so increasing the order value of each of your guests is especially important. Now we're going to cover some of the cart scripting you can employ to make sure your shopping cart is holiday ready. Cart scripting is really important over the holidays because when done properly, it gives your guests a sense of trust in your brand. The discounts in a guest shopping cart should reflect the discount that has been advertised before they arrive there. Beyond the importance of making sure this is executed properly, which should be easy with the help of your developer, it is important to also identify which discounts you can offer to be the most profitable. You can use cart scripting to create a sense of scarcity around your products. Choose a popular, low priced product and tell your guests that because of high demand, they can only buy a maximum of, say, 6 of those popular products. This creates a sense of value around the products and causes your guests to consider buying multiples when they may not have considered it before. We have seen this technique increase average quantity sold of certain products by 100% or more. You should also allow your guests to layer up to 2 discounts within your shopping cart. Most companies only allow 1 discount per order out of fear of over discounting. However, when guests can add multiple discounts to their cart, they think that they're tricking your website in some way, which makes them more likely to purchase. Consumers face many options that are presented to them as bargains, but in reality, they only subjectively construe a fraction of them as valuable. Research suggests that the urge to exploit unintended value reflects a competitive desire to outsmart the market. By letting guests feel like they are taking advantage of you this holiday, they are actually much more likely to do their holiday spending with you. There are a variety of discounting styles that you can offer over the holidays. Just make sure your cart scripting is properly deployed so you can avoid customer service calls during peak holiday sales. An easy way for you to show off your sales site-wide this holiday is with a shoppable flyout. A shoppable flyout is essentially a widget that lives in a static position and it is accessible from any page on your website. Over the holidays, the access icon may be a snowflake that sparkles to draw your guest's attention. When the guest clicks the snowflake, a flyout opens that offers them a series of offers for the holidays. These offers may include the date your Black Friday sale starts, a rundown of discounts your guests can expect, and a link to your holiday gift guide with information on specially packaged holiday products or gift wrapping options. This is also a great location to create access to your email sign up if you normally offer a pop up that guests are likely to close. According to platform experts, the shoppable flyout has shown an average increase of 5% in average order value for every guest that converts and also has a proven record of improving overall conversion rate. If you want to create a really robust flyout, you can use a platform like AdShoppers to do all the work for you. They also allow you to offer a wider array of features to make the most of holiday sales. For example, they offer a share with friends customization. They say that for every 4 shares, 1 will convert. They also offer one-to-one personalized offers that drive 9% more revenue than generic non-personalized offers, which is pretty cool. For tip number 6, we will cover how you can prepare for your holiday sales by adding start and end dates to your sales so that they automatically deploy instead of you having to press go at 12 p.m. on Thanksgiving night. You're going to have sales this season. There's no avoiding it. Your pre-launch to-do list can be lengthy and stressful, especially when you're struggling to stay awake after a few strong holiday cocktails your great uncle Albert mixed for you. There's a lot of preparation that goes into a launch, including checking all the boxes necessary to ensure the sale or product drop off goes off without a hitch. In some cases, merchants even have to briefly take their stores offline while planning and manually implementing the mechanics of a major event or sale. The easiest way to avoid this stress is to use a platform like Launchpad. The application allows you to schedule, coordinate, and execute major commerce events in advance. With Launchpad, you can pre-plan everything on your to-do list and instantly roll it all back once the sale or event is over. Shopify Plus merchants can access Launchpad from their Shopify admin page and automate potentially complex e-commerce events such as changing a product pricing at predetermined start of a sale event, automatically publishing selected products to an online store to launch at a specific time and date, increasing inventory levels at the start of the sale event, locking your store for a predetermined duration before the start of a sale event to build hype and anticipation, and scheduling creative changes and theme customization to better highlight the product involved in the sale. You'll still likely need to spend some time doing QA on your launch, but at least you'll have 90% of your preparations out of the way before the tryptophan from the turkey kicks in. Our seventh tip is to offer gift cards. They're easy money over the holidays. According to the National Retail Federation, 7.1% of back-to-school budgets right now are being spent on gift cards, and it isn't even close to Christmas. 89% of shoppers have purchased at least one plastic gift card in the last year, and 71% of those shoppers have purchased one or more e-gift cards. As we mentioned earlier, it seems to be becoming harder every year for consumers to find just the right gift for their loved ones. Gift cards are a great solution to that problem and may be the only real perfect gift this holiday. 49% of people are willing to buy gift cards as holiday gifts because they are the easy option. In order to make the most of your gift card sales, you need to make sure you have full functionality on your site to satisfy the needs of your gift card purchasers. Your guests will require delivery in minutes, delivery notification, and the ability to include a digital greeting card. There are a few ways you can effectively merchandise gift cards throughout your site. First, add them to the end of your gift guide. If a guest still didn't find what they were looking for with your gift guide help, they may feel doomed and opt for the easy, safe option. You should also test giving a small gift card as a gift with holiday purchase. Not only does this make an initial purchase more inviting, it is a tried and true way to get guests to make a subsequent purchase on your site. If a guest visited your site for the first time to buy a gift for a friend, they are much more likely to return and explore the site for their own needs if they have a little bit of an incentive to do so. With this technique, you're essentially capturing two customers for the price of one. If you're still considering not offering gift cards, think about the $41 billion in gift cards that has gone unspent in the last 10 years. Guests are likely to buy gift cards that never get redeemed at least some of the time, which can positively affect your profitability this holiday. Gift packaging isn't just about hiding your present until Christmas mornings. It's about increasing margins over the holidays. The opportunity to offer gift wrapping to your guests gets especially interesting when you take into consideration that not only will customers buy more stuff when you offer the service over the holidays because it makes their lives easier, but you'll also be making money by the margins that gift wrapping allows. On average, gift wrapping has approximately 50% profit margin per item. Having gifts wrapped before shipping is becoming more and more popular as friends and family continue to move away from each other and miss out on being face-to-face over the holidays. With shipping costs on the rise, more guests will be likely to take advantage of a gift wrapping service because they can ship gifts directly to their loved ones without the added cost of shipping after personally wrapping their gifts. In order to properly implement gift wrapping, you will need to make sure you do not send pricing details with an order that is marked as a gift. You should also allow the guest to create a personalized gift message and save address in your address book for easy online shopping year over year. Adding a product finder to your site is a fun, interactive way to help your guests identify the perfect gift for a loved one or even for themselves, all while helping you segment your traffic for ongoing campaigns throughout the year. Product finders are popular on websites all the time, but this is the one time of year it is relevant and appropriate to ask the guests exactly who they are shopping for. Themselves, a friend, or a specific family member? Ask them who they are shopping for as the first question in your product finder quiz so you can tailor personalized follow-up emails to their needs. If they're shopping for dad, a follow-up email may include some product recommendations for dad. If they're shopping for themselves, you will have some idea of products they may shop for throughout the year. Product finders are also a great way to collect email addresses. If the guest completes the series of questions and is required to input their email to get the results, they are more than 50% likely to share their email addresses with you. If you do a good job with your product finder reskinned as a holiday gift finder, you will have created an opportunity for generating profit at multiple touch points. First, you'll collect data about your guests that helps create personalized experiences moving forward. Then, you will capture more email addresses to market to throughout the year. And last, you will be able to help guests easily identify the perfect gift for a loved one or a product for themselves that they could not possibly live without. This strategy will keep on giving, not only over the holidays, but throughout the year. And our last tip is to create some recommendation emails. You can use the segments that you've created with your holiday product finder and by tracking guest shopping trends to take advantage of this last profitable holiday tip. Product recommendation emails are a tried and true method for increased email performance rates. Guests are 300% more likely to click through an email that includes product recommendations, and people who click on product recommendations are 5.5 times more likely to convert than those who don't. Tied with the fact that guests need recommendations on what to buy during the holidays more than ever, these emails can be extremely profitable during the holidays. Make sure your email provider offers a smart recommendation engine before the holidays come your way. Ronto, for example, has a very smart product recommendation engine which has been proven to increase revenue per email by up to 15 times. If you send unsound recommendations, people are likely to unsubscribe from your email list. So don't recommend a pair of pantyhose to a guest who is shopping for cross trainers, even if another guest happened to have purchased those things together in the past. The last tip is to make sure you are collecting as many emails as possible throughout the year so that you can make the most of the holiday shopping frenzy. Whether you use a smart on-exit email capture, an email me when back in stock widget, or offer a discount or gift in exchange for an email address, the legwork you do to collect this information throughout the year will pay in spades over the holidays. We have seen emails account for over 50% of total holiday revenue for some e-commerce sites. In conclusion, the most important thing you can do this year to have a profitable holiday season is to help your customers get the perfect gift to their loved ones from end to end. If you can help them find the perfect gift and find a way to get it to them in a festive way, you're likely to have great success this holiday. If you also make some preparations to make sure you're technically prepared, you will not have to pay for your profit with excess burden or stress. Thank you all so much for taking the time to listen to our webinar today. If you have any questions about the upcoming holiday, feel free to ask them now or shoot me an email at mariel@bvexcel.com after the webinar.
Mariel, thank you so much for that. That was incredibly insightful, and I got quite a bit out of that. We do have a few more questions that have come in as you were giving the presentation. Before we get into that, I do want to remind our audience that if you want to download the Black Friday Cyber Monday Health Check Guide that we put out a little bit earlier this year, you can do so by clicking on the link that is in the chat box below. That's completely available and lots of really great insights from, I think BVSL is in there, as well as a number of our merchants talking about how to prepare for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. The first question that we have here says, I represent 3 online furniture businesses. Furniture is a big purchase. Wondering how we can increase sales when we are a big ticket item. I think that's a fantastic question.
Wow, that is really a good question. I think that can be difficult, especially with shipping around the holidays. I think, oh my gosh, like shipping prices are so expensive. I know our family, we just bought a new house, and when I think around the holidays, like we would love to get furniture as gifts, and I'm sure that's not actually horribly uncommon. So my feeling is that if my dad, who lives in another state, wanted to get me some furniture for the holidays, possibly something that would incite him to do so would be to maybe incorporate the shipping costs into the cost of the products, because I think that he would be put off by high shipping costs. But if he knew it was something that I really liked, I think he would be less put off by a little bit of a higher price tag. So that's one thing around the holidays, I think, if you don't do it normally, would be a good thing to test and try.
That's a really great suggestion. I want to add to that if that's all right. With high value or high purchases, big ticket purchases like furniture, there's a big trend, and it's been growing over the last few years around self-gifting. And I would actually encourage you to tap into that, right? Allow people to be a little bit selfish around the holiday season and start focusing campaigns around the you owe it to yourself sort of messaging. And especially if you're going after young families or married couples or people who are getting settled in and into their sort of new lifestyle and maybe buying furniture for the first time, or good furniture for the first time, I should say. Um, Really kind of tap into that you owe it to yourself sort of messaging, and let them know that they've bought a lot of stuff for other people. Now they really want to get this new couch. Let them do that, and try that out and see if you're able to um, get people thinking a little bit differently around the purchase itself. Let's see. There's another question here. It says, "What was the name of that flyout app?" It was actually really
Oh,
cool.
yeah, it is really cool. Ad Shoppers does that flyout app, and they basically set up everything for you. It's really seamless experience, and you can completely customize it. We highly recommend it to our clients, and hope you talk to them and see if it works for you.
And just to reiterate, that was Ad Shoppers.
Yes.
Fantastic. Cool. Let's see what else we have here. Let's see. Can you give me an example of a script plus discount code combo?
Hmm. So, a great Script Plus discount combo might be offering both like free shipping and 10% off or something like that, because normally the the carts only allow you to have one. So my feeling is if across your site you automatically offer free shipping, if you send people some sort of discount code with in their email that lets them get 10% off, and then you allow them to apply that as well, even though they might think that they're not able to. That would be a really nice one to be able to do. Or like we talked about earlier, this idea like maybe if you spend over $200, you could get an additional $10 gift card. That would be a really nice one to also offer that 10% discount even if you get that gift card. I really feel like in that case, if you get the gift card and 10% off, that guest is going to feel like they're taking advantage of what you're offering, even though, you got them to spend $200 and are probably going to get them to spend more in the future.
I love that. Are there any good tools or email services for powering email recommendations like you've talked about here?
Yeah, we love Bronto here for recommendations emails.
Okay, Bronto. That's my primary recommendation as well.
That's
Um,
good too, but I know Stop Mailer can do it as well.
mhm.
That's also a good option too.
Klaviyo also has some really good options around that as well. Yes.
I believe so, yes.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Mary is saying, I'm not seeing the checklist in the chat box. Is this the right place for it? Mary, we can send that to you privately in just a moment here. And I think that might be it for questions. If anybody has any other questions, please ask them now, and we can address those. Let's see. There we go. Hi, Mariel. Thank you for the insight. Do you have advice to launch a brand for the holiday? That's interesting.
Wow, that's so exciting. I think that launching a brand usually takes a team of experts. I could give you some advice, but my best advice would not be to listen to me about it. But if you send me an email, I'm happy to talk to some people around here and get some tips about how you might want to approach that during the holidays. I think the holidays are an exciting time to do it. Again, we have a whole marketing services team that is really smart about that kind of stuff. Unfortunately, do more on-site work, which I'm not wouldn't be the expert to ask about that, unfortunately. Do you have any ideas, Tommy?
I really don't. I mean, the major thing around brand launching a new brand around the holidays, the thing that I would caution against is really thinking about who your audience is and who you're going after. The major thing about the holidays when it comes to like advertising spend is that other major brands are going to be jacking up the advertising rates and pretty much outbidding everybody. So if you're looking at something like advertising to get your brand out there in front of the right market, really zero in on who that market is, but then think beyond what that advertisement's going to be. And this is good advice just in general, but like think beyond what that advertisement is going to be and what that overall customer journey is going to be like. So how can you start to tap into the referral marketing that might come in afterwards? And we had some really great advice from Steve over at Smile.io earlier in this week. How can you start to, make one customer become 4 customers? And how can you design that behavior into the buying experience from the very, very beginning? And that means knowing what, your email sequence is going to be after you welcome them to become a customer, and making sure that every visit that comes to your site, there's a plan to get them to come back and become become as sticky as possible. I used to, when in my consulting days, I actually worked with a seasonal brand, and this was one of the things that we had worked on because they had done, they were primarily Christmas and holiday decor and things like that. And one of the things that they did really well back in like 2009 was to demonstrate their own decorating expertise, because what they were is they sold Christmas decorations, but they also were home interior decorators for Christmas holidays. So they would be the people who would decorate trees for City Hall, and to demonstrate their expertise and their tips and their products at the same time. And remember, this is back in 2009. They were doing educational live streams on Facebook to go, here's how you decorate your mantle, here's how you decorate your tree, here's the techniques that we're talking about in doing that. So beyond just the advertising aspect of it, think about the content that you can produce that is interesting and engaging for people to watch and want to participate in. I remember when we did that first live stream, there were people saying that they had rushed home to find out how to decorate their tree like a professional. So what are those intersections? How can you create really interesting content around that? And then how can you make the most out of every single traffic person or visitor that comes onto your site? So you're not losing anybody and you're trying to keep as sticky of a funnel as possible.
I definitely agree with that, Tommy. Just it's really hard, extremely competitive over the holidays to make sales. So any sort of secondary goals that you can get accomplished by trying to collect guest information, and there's a variety of ways to do that, is going to be a major target for the holidays.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's see. Thank you for all of these insights. Do you have any advice on how to message, market to holiday shoppers for a product that isn't shipping until January? Ooh, that's a great question. We are currently in the pre-order stage, and our product is shipping in January, but we would love to tap into holiday shopping.
Of course, yeah. Well, it sounds like you have a gift that keeps on giving to me. Like, I love making the holidays personally last as long as possible. And my thought is that that's an opportunity to get your gift noticed more than other gifts, because instead of, one of 20 things someone gets at Christmas, you can let them know that they're going to get it, but your gift could actually be noticed even more because it's delivered at a later date. So you might want to frame some of your marketing around that the gift that you'd be giving or getting is special. You're going to be the first one that has it, and it's going to be noticed because it's not competing with all the other gifts.
I love that a lot. Yeah, well, I think that's pretty much it. I don't see any more questions coming through. So we're going to wrap up the presentation here. Thank you so much again, Mariel, for coming on. For everybody who is asking right now, there will be a recording that goes out. I believe we're doing those at the end of the week. So anybody can see that, and we will have all of the presentations available for you. Thank you again, Mariel. I'm sorry you had started to say thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, and have everybody, we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. If you're coming on, we have a really great presentation lined up for you then. And yeah, until then, have a great rest of the day. We'll talk to you soon.